Hi, it's been a minute since I've been on here. Welcome back to Laughing with Luby. Today's video is I'm a danger to myself, and I am. And this glare on this thing is horrible today. I cannot see it really good, really well. But I am so glad to see you all. I'm back on here because I like to come on here and just vent sometimes. It's actually therapy for me. So I just come back to say hi. Excuse me, cough. I've been busy, doing nothing, but I've just been busy. But I just wanted to come on and share y'all some things that's happened lately to me that is so crazy and off the hook. I think my apartment just attacks me sometimes, but it always seems to attack me at 1 o'clock at night. It's like 1 o'clock at night when I'm going to bed. So I don't know. Sometimes I just sit up at night from 12 to 1 like this, thinking, well, if I can get through 1 o'clock, I'm going to be all right. But I am a danger to myself. A lot of things happen. Some noises or something always going on here at 1 o'clock. But what really had happened lately was I was in my master bathroom, and I had got some of this essential oils. Because if you know me, excuse my voice is all cranky today. It's cloudy down here in North Carolina. I'm kind of like a little stuffed up, I guess. Because I was outside. I was outside riding around trying to do some strengthen my upper body strength. I go out and ride around in my wheelchair and try to strengthen my upper body strength. And I was because lots of times when I'm on the floor, I can't get off the floor. But I'm hoping to get stronger to where I can pull myself up off the floor. But this time I was in the bathroom messing with essential oils. Now, I love the smell. I love my house to smell good, but I'm about ready to stop making my house smell good because I think it's messing with my sinuses. And after that little adventure with that essential oil, I'm like, just let it stink. Let it stink. I don't even care no more because I'm tired. I was in there and I had this little bottle of oil about this big, and I was trying to pull it out, and I was going to put it in this little burner over on the side and burn it, make it smell good because I was getting ready to take a shower and everything. And I'm pulling, and I'm trying to get the little top off. Top wouldn't come off, so I set it on the counter. And when I set it on the counter, I got it on the counter, and I'm trying to pull the thing on the counter. And all of a sudden, the bottle just flies off the counter, hits the floor. When it hit the floor, the top came off, and the oil went straight in my eyes. This eyeball right here. Oh, man. That oil went in my eye. I'm like, mouth went fly. Mouth open, eye shut. Mouth open, eye shut. This eye over here was lazy, and I call it lazy eye. It was still open, but then I ended up closing it because I don't know, for some reason when one eye goes closed, the other go closed. I was like, oh my God. So I'm rushing. I didn't have a phone in there with me. I'm rushing in here to get the phone off the thing right there by the bed. Got the phone off the thing by the bed. I've got the eye closed. It's burning. I'm calling 911 trying to find out about poison control. And they're like, well, what's wrong, ma'am? And they know. But now, 911 knows who I am. They have made so many visits to this apartment that they know when I call her. Oh, God, that crazy woman is always, she's a danger to herself. And so I said, I've got something in my eye. She said, what you got in your eye? I said, some kind of essential oil. And I said, I can't see out of one of the eyes. She said, well, okay, we're going to send somebody out there. She said, well, go in there and wash it out. So I go into the sink and I'm running water over the eye. And I'm running water over the eye. I'm running water over the eye and flushing the eye. And then all of a sudden the water, I'm flushing the eye and the water gets in the ear, runs down, gets in the ear. And I'm like, the water's in the ear. It's just the whole medical house. And so I just sit down. I just took the towel and just put it up to the eye and sat down. And they came in through the front door. And because she's always asking me, as the door opened, because I'm 90, I would say 50% of the time I'm in my house. I'm using a wheelchair or some kind of walking device. So I said, yeah, the door's open. I went to the door and opened the door before you come. I opened the door. So they come in, just 3 young EMTs, paramedics. They come in and they say, well, ma'am, what's up? What's wrong? And I told them about the eye, and they were like, they standing there, one standing on this side of the counter, one standing on this side of the counter. I'm sitting in the kitchen. They standing there looking at me like, well, darling, sweetie, what you want us to do? And I'm thinking, how are you going to come in my house and call me no darling? No. I have a given name. Use that name. What is it when you get old, you all of a sudden become darling and sweetie and all that stuff? And young people are, of course, I'm down here in the country. There's one thing you want to know about the country down here in North Carolina. These folks in the South, they love their word darling and sweetie and all these names they give people. So I'm thinking, just fix my eye. So the man says, well, I'm going to wash it out with some of this stuff. He comes over there and starts to wash it out. And of course, the moment that liquid hit my eye, it started to burn like even worse than it was. And I'm like, oh. He's like, well, I'm going to wash it out. He's got this cloth and he's washing, I'm catching the water and all this stuff. So I'm a danger to myself. So then he washed it out and he's like, okay, is it better? I said, yeah, it's better. So they said, well, if that's all, sweetie, we gonna leave you. I'm like, where's the professionalism? I know you down in the southern countries, I'll get up, but come on down. Didn't they teach 101 and out there that when you got that license at? I mean, I myself was an EMT paramedic. I ain't never walked in nobody's house and called them no sweetie, no darling. I said, good morning, good sir, ma'am, whatever the name was, Miss So-and-so, whatever. I know we in the South, but come on. Use a little professionalism. Leave the darling and the sweetie at home. Right? Bring it. I mean, I appreciate you cleaning out my eye, but I'm thinking, boy, I tell you, I have worked out there in the field and I ain't never heard that. But that's all right. They did what they needed to do. Thank you for your service. So they got my eye cleaned out. I'm thinking, well, that's great. After I got my eye cleaned out, I said, well, man, it's been a trying day. So then I decided I'm going to take a shower. I said, well, it's about the middle of the day. My nose always itches. I'm going to take a shower. So I go in to take a shower. And I'm taking the shower. And I got the stuff that I want to roll in showers. And I got the little thing up there on the soap thing up there that you can put into your wand thing there to make it, And so I'm still, this eye still, I'm still struggling with it because I got it half closed and everything. So I get the little soap wand thing and I pick it up. I'm going to do my face. Soap flies right in this eye. The one that didn't get hit with the oil. Now it got the soap. I thought, okay, today is blind me day. Today is blind me day. One way or the other, these eyes going to be blinded. I'm screaming and hollering because soap in the eye is very, soap. God, you get soap in your eye. I'm washing, then I turn off that and I turn on the clear water and I'm washing. Washing out both eyes. I'm like, oh God. Finally, I get out the shower. I'm done with that. I said, I'm going to bed. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I went my behind to bed. I needed the rest. But I tell you, I'm a danger to myself. But I made it through. I made it through till 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning. I got up at 1 o'clock at 12:45 to go to the restroom. I go in the restroom. I said, well, I'm going to change my pajamas and stuff. And I'm going back into my living room because I have a big recliner in my living room that I sit in. So I sit in the recliner and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go ahead and sit on this recliner for a while. I might watch my TV and I get up and go get my bed. And I got my pajamas and I got all the time in my chair and I'm going back in there. And I said, well, let me get this Alexa thing over here by me and stuff because I might look up, something on, some YouTube videos, some of that. So I put that there by me. And then, so I sit down and get ready to sit into the chair, the other chair, and that's why I'm putting pajamas on first. So I put the Lexus in the chair. When I put the Lexus in the chair, I kind of like leaned in there with my knee, and the back of the recliner fell off. Kind of like the back, one part of the recliner fell off. And when the back of the recliner fell off, it kind of threw me off balance because I have my extended graphics, so sometimes when I get thrown off balance, I don't always come right straight back on balance. So I fell like into the chair. And when I did, one leg went on the floor and one leg was in the chair. And there was something sticking me in the back. And I'm like, and the thing was hanging off. The one side of the back was hanging off. I thought, oh my God. And I had no telephone with me. No phone. And I thought, God, I can't say this thing is sticking me. I said, I mess around or something punch me in the back and then I'll bleed here and I'll be done. Oh God, I got this. So I said the only solution was to lower myself to the floor. And I knew that was like not going to be a good thing because once I'm on the floor, I have the tendency not to be able to get myself up off the floor, which is the reason I'm working on building up these arms. So I'm on the floor with no phone. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. All I got is Miss Alexa. I says to her, I'm on the floor. I'm like, dang, man. I said, Alexa, call 911. She says to me, I don't make that call. You got to use your phone. I'm thinking if I had a phone, I wouldn't be talking to you, biatch. I just make the call. And so I'm thinking, well, what good are you? And so then I have like a contact list on my phone, on my own the thing here on Alexa. I'm doing the phone. I'm thinking, well, maybe she'll call out so many people. I'm doing all of it. She wouldn't make no phone call. She do the call, but then she cut it off before it had enough time to ring. So eventually, I'm thinking, well, dang man, Alexa, you probably glad I ain't got no hammer. I'd probably be beating you to death on this. I'm sitting on this floor. I can't even get up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. God knows when somebody coming in this house again. And I might, and I, Mom, I can't be here all night like this. I'm gonna go to bed for a while. So then, I'm old, and so then, I finally hit a number I have a cousin that has an Alexa. So when I hit that number, my Alexa called her Alexa. Now to be out to call and talk to her on another Alexa, but it won't call 911. I don't know what is this, some kind of Alexa fan club or something. You won't. So whenever I call, the girl got the call coming in, and she called me back. She said, I mean, it rang about 6 or 7 times before she finally even called me. Then she calls me on the house phone. I don't have a house phone. I don't have nowhere near a phone. She says, well, you need to call me on the phone because I can't talk to you on Alexa. I'm thinking, well, if I could call you on the phone, I wouldn't be calling you on this blame Alexa. So I do call. I keep calling. So I'm thinking about maybe 10 to 11 call. She's like, well, dang, there must be something wrong. She keep calling. But then about the 10 to 11 call, Miss Alexa says, do you want to leave a message? I'm like, why didn't you ask me that the first time? I said, yeah, I would. So then I go on. I said, well, I put a message. I said, I'm on the floor. Call 911 and send them out here to get me up off the floor. And blah, blah, just stand the other. So she called me on the phone. Then she said, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm calling them right now. They're on their way. So I got rescued, but it wasn't no help of Miss Thing here. Miss Alexa had nothing to do with it. Believe me, I'm thinking, you know what? We gonna part ways. I'm just gonna look at videos on you and ask you what time it is, because what are you good for? And so that was it. But like I said, I'm a danger to myself. So the cops do come in, and they 2 young cops, and they come in, and I'm on the floor, and they standing over top of me. I'm sitting down there, commando, down the floor across the room. I'm commando. So they sitting there looking, but I had on a long t-shirt, so I'm gonna tell you, they weren't gonna see nothing, no way. They weren't gonna see nothing. So then they stand over top of me. They said, well, ma'am, so that's what you want us to do. They stand over top of me. I'm sitting on the floor. And they said, ma'am, what you want us to do? I said, well, I thought we'd have wild sex, but can you get me up off the floor first? And they said, oh, I'm sorry. So they don't get me up off the floor. They put my chair back together. I said, what the hell you think I'll call you out? If I was sitting up off the floor, I didn't know what need you out here. Oh, God. No, sometimes I tell you, I'm down here in the South now. In the South, for the people in the South, but I'm thinking, okay, thank you, but they got me up off the floor, and I appreciate their service to get me up off the floor, but I'm thinking, so I got off the floor, and he went over to go to the hospital. I'm like, no, don't go to the hospital, I'm not going to go to that, no, thank you. And so then they left, and I was fine, and that was okay, but I had made a decision on Monday morning, that was on a Sunday night. I said, I am calling and getting me a lifeline. Because it's one of those ounces like that, but around my neck, on my wrist. I said, because this will never happen to me again. And I will always have a phone. Because I never put the phone down in my boobie anyway when I go somewhere. I got my bra, I got my room down, and I just put it down in there. But it wasn't going to happen again when I was without a phone. So I called Monday to get a lifeline. I got a lifeline. About 7 days later, it came. Lifeline came. Okay, you don't want you to get your lifeline, get the box that tells you how to give you the instructions. That's how to hook it up, and you push this button, push that button, and your hookup is complete. Then it says make a test call. Hookup was complete. I made a test call, and it came back and said your test call is going through. I'm sitting there waiting. About 30 minutes go by. I'm thinking, well, damn, I'm on the floor. I was down here bleeding. I bled out, but now. Now, then 15 minutes, I said, well, come on. So I called 1-800 number. And the 1-800 number said, I talked to the young lady on the phone, which is very helpful. She says, well, test it again. I tested it again. She's going to try to call me. Whatever. Test it again. No, just when your machine's not working. I said, of course it's not. Why would it work? I mean, I'm waiting 7 days for this, and it ain't working. So I thought, well, what we're going to do. She said, well, I'm going to send you another machine. I said, well, she said, you have to send that one back. I said, I'll send it back when I get the other one. Okay. So she said, it'll be there in 2 weeks. I'm thinking, oh, God. Do you know what can happen to me in 2 weeks? That's a heck of a lot of stuff that can happen because I am a danger to myself. In 2 weeks, I may need this thing. She said, well, I'll try to rush it along. I don't know my color. My thing is terrible today. Oh, gosh, I'm going to go that way. And so she said, well, I'll try to rush it along. So I'm waiting on the machine. I ain't got it yet. When I get it, I'll let you know what happens. I'm sure I'll have some adventure hooking it up. So then, okay. I take this one apart. I put it back in the box. I said, well, I'm going to send this one back. So I took it, unplugged it from the phone thing, unplugged it from the wall, put it in the box, and I'm thinking, well, I'll just wait on it. So that night, I go to bed. You can guess what time this happened, right? At 1 o'clock at night, I hear some noise. Beep, beep, beep. Wake up, I'm thinking, what the heck? Now, my refrigerator was making that noise, but they fixed it, so I'm moving the refrigerator. I get up, I'm thinking, what the heck is going on now? In this house, in this living room. So I come into the living room, and things beeping. It's in the box. Unplugged. Not hooked up to the electricity or the phone. It's in the box. I think, you wouldn't even make a noise a day when you're supposed to be rescuing me. Now, at 1 o'clock in the morning, you over here beeping. I took that box and took it to the back room and put it in the back bedroom and closed the door. I'm going to beep all you want. I'm done. I'm going back in here, getting in bed. I got 10 more minutes of, I went back and got in the bed and I'm to sleep. And I'm like, Lord, things are going in my house is amazing. And I'm definitely a danger to myself. I am. But it's been good being back on here. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I miss doing my videos. They're kind of like, it's therapy for me. I just like coming out here talking every once in a while. I enjoy doing them. They give me something to do. I hope to very soon get my other hip surgery. I heard him get this hip surgery done. Oof. I'm telling you, trying to keep this weight down, but this hip surgery is rough. I'm gonna tell you, shout out to anybody that's trying to stay on some kind of weight program, because Lord knows it rough. The 800 calories not gone. They move from 8 to 1,000, and they headed to. But I'm gonna try to bring it on back down to 8. And like I said, I got my hair cut off. It's red. I think I'm gonna leave it red though. I think I kind of like it red, and I'll let it grow back out though. But I've enjoyed it. Come along and laugh with Luby. Laughing with Luby. If you got some laughs, give me some jokes. Tell me some jokes. I'm going to tell you, we need to laugh. We need, every once in a while, we need to laugh at ourselves. If we can laugh at ourselves, we definitely won't have to laugh at nobody else, because I know I won't, because I have enough going on in my life. But I'm going to try to start doing videos at least one a week of laughing with Luby, because I enjoy coming on here. Like I say, it's kind of therapy for me. And when stuff like that happens, when you think like things happen in your life, you're like, oh my God. When you can laugh about it, it makes it a lot easier. And subscribe, give me a thumbs up, send me some jokes, give me some comments, and come laugh with Luby, because I have enjoyed being here today. Gave me a chance to say something. Like I say, it's cloudy down here in North Carolina, and I will holler at you later, laughing with Luby.